Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ahli bayti at-tayyibin at-tahirin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. I begin in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, and I ask Allah to send His salutations upon the Holy Prophet and his household. One thing that strikes me about Muslims, not only Muslims, everyone, mankind as a whole, is their ignorance. The fact that although they have scriptures, they don't read these scriptures or interpret them the correct way. If one is a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew, they should act upon their teachings of their holy book. Yet we fail to do this in so many areas. One of those areas maybe seems a small area, but it's something actually very serious, as we're about to find out. And it's something that probably everyone has done before, or they've encountered it and they hear it so often at uni and so on. Now, false swearing, what does that mean? It means to take an oath falsely. So to say, I promise or I swear upon something that such and such thing happened when it didn't happen. Why do we do it? I don't know. There's been many times when people swear upon things and it holds no truth. But we find that even if there is truth in the statement that you make, the Quran says that you are not allowed to take Allah's name in the oath. We hear this all the time in uni, or your friends, they say, wallah, wallah, I saw the best goal ever. I mean, come on. You're using Allah's name to say that you saw the best goal ever? Now let's look into this a bit deeper. Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq alayhi salam, he says that false swearing causes destruction of the faith. How? He likens it to a sharp blade. He says that false oaths destroy a person's faith just as a sharp blade removes hair from the body. It strips us of our faith to falsely swear about something. Wallah, I went to uni, or wallah, I did this, wallah, I did that. For no reason. You see so many times it just rolls off the tongue. You use it 10 times in one sentence. The Quran says in Surah Al-Imran, which is chapter 3, verse 77, as for those who take a small price for the covenant of Allah and their oaths, surely they shall have no portion in the hereafter, and Allah will not speak to them, nor will He look upon them on the day of judgment, nor will He purify them, and they shall have a painful chastisement. So it shows the severity of this act, that Allah will not even look at you. Forget purifying you, forget everything. He won't even look at you for taking an oath falsely, or, as the Quran says, their own oaths. Now, there are certain areas where one must take an oath. Otherwise, there would be no such thing as an oath. If it wasn't needed in Islam or any other religion, then there would be no need to do an oath. The fact that oaths exist is because there are certain areas and times when you have to take an oath. Now, I'm going to relate to you one story, and this is in Tafsir al-Mizan, from the book Ahmadi. Now, a man called Imrul Qais, he comes to the Holy Prophet, and he's with another person next to him, and they're debating about a house, a property. One says it's my property, the other one says no, it's my property. So they go to the Holy Prophet and say, can you please resolve this matter for us? Whose property is it? So the Holy Prophet asks Imrul Qais, can you provide 2 just witnesses to substantiate your claim? And Imrul Qais says, no, I can't. The Holy Prophet then said, then your opponent should take an oath. Now, just probably back then as it is now, everyone takes oaths for no reason, The Holy Prophet, Ibn al-Qais turned to the Holy Prophet and said to him, but what if he swears falsely and acquires my property? What happens if he lies? He takes a false oath. The Holy Prophet says, if he swears falsely, he shall be included among the people who will not be eligible for divine mercy on the day of judgment, and Allah shall not purify him of his sins. There would be a dreadful punishment for such a man. Upon hearing this, the opponent who was claiming that that property was his, he gave up and he said, it's not mine. Straight away, hearing this from the Holy Prophet's mouth, he said, it's not mine. Clever thing to do, wise decision. Now, Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq says that one who knowingly takes a false oath has made war upon Allah. So forget whether it's true or false, your oath. One who takes a false oath will have made war upon Allah. So now we're just concentrating on those false oaths, which so many people do. Did you do this? No, wallah, I didn't. Well, there you go. You just committed war upon Allah. Now, one last thing I want to say, because I don't want to make this too long. There are many, many traditions, ayahs of the Quran, narrations from all the imams about false oaths and so on. But one thing that struck me is that not only does this exist in Islam, but just as we expected, it exists in Christianity and Judaism. And we learn this from Furu' al-Kafi, the book, where the apostles of Hazrat Isa, alayhi salam, Jesus, the apostles of Jesus, came to him and said, "Oh, the teacher of good, give us some advice." Jesus turned to them and he replied, certainly Moses, the prophet of Allah, commanded you not to swear falsely by Allah. Not to swear falsely by Allah. And I order you not to swear falsely and nor truly. So we see that this even lies in Christianity, that you shouldn't take an oath, whether it be for falsehood or for truth. Even if you're telling the truth, why should you have to swear? Are you such a person that constantly lies, that you have such a, what can you say, a reputation for not telling the truth, that then your opponent or someone has to say, oh, swear on this or swear on that? Why do you feel the need that you have to swear? Especially swearing on something so big like Allah. Why do you feel the need that you have to say, wallah, I saw this, wallah, I did that, wallah this, wallah that? Happens everywhere. But it shouldn't. So if we take away anything from this very short lecture, let it be this, to eradicate this word wallah from our vocab. Not only wallah, sometimes you hear people say, I swear on this, I swear on the Holy Quran, or I swear on whatever. You shouldn't need to swear. If you're a person that is telling the truth, and you have such a character that is reliable, then there is no need to swear. There is no need to put your oath in something. Your words should be your oath. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى أهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين.